But a little bit more here on Christian Yelich. What do you see in Cliff when you watch him?
To me, it just seems like it's everything else but the game. You know what I mean? Like, and to your point, and it makes sense, Mikey, because I knew that right turn into the clubhouse way too often. And this is back in 18. Look at the balance. Look at everything you talk about as far as picture perfect, through the zone, no pitch to get him out, right? I mean, he went from foul pole to foul pole, left to right, didn't matter, center field, off lefties, everything you wanted in your MVP-type player to dominate. Ball up in the zone, we just talked about, you can't hit that pitch typically. That's 92 left center. And everything off his bat it looked like it was going to do some damage. And I watched this game, and I said, this is not the same guy. And it speaks to a guy that's not right physically. And when you have that, the last thing on your mind is going out there and being the superstar that Christian Yelich is. You can say, well, they have the book on him, right? Curveball, curveball, curveball. Well, he's never missed a curveball. He's always hit the curveball. He's always hit every pitch. So pitchers are like, wait a minute. I get an opportunity to get one of the best in the game out consistently by doing this just one thing right here. That just does not look like Christian Yelich. And I'm telling you, something has to be figured out on if you're going to ever get him back to what he once was, or you're going to have to deal with something where he is what we just talked about with Byron Buxton. Maybe you have to protect him. Maybe he's not an everyday player in the field. Maybe he's a DH with that luxury now in both leagues. But Mikey, when I say I've used myself a lot as far as some of the stuff that's happened tonight based on the injury part of the game, based on some of the things that's happened to me and what it sort of, did to my mind and how it derailed me from being really good, right? So you go to the clubhouse, you get ready for the game. Mikey didn't go in the training room a lot. So his regimen, his game plan was totally different than mine. When I went in, I had to go get my knees right. I had to get in the whirlpool. That 30 minutes here, 45 here. And then who we face tonight? Somebody nasty. Okay, cool. Now, I didn't game plan for anything. But then you start to see the play decline. And that's where you start worrying, like, man, we won't ever get a chance to see how really good Christian Yelich is, or is this what he's going to have to deal with? Because this is an unfortunate part of every player. When you're dealing with something, but you reluctant to say, yo, I'm hurt. You know what I mean? And Craig Counsell is trying his best, and the organization is trying its best to protect him from himself. Protect him. But at some point, well, I can't protect you anymore.
Right.
And that was my thing. It's like, well, protect me from myself, but also I got to get another contract. I got to do all these things, and I got to go out there, and my boys count on me. When Christian Yelich came in that clubhouse in 18, those boys was like, we good.
Yeah.
Now it's like, nope, he don't look good. He can't even tie his shoes right, or he can't do something that we've seen him do. And these swings, the swings I saw in a lot of part of that tape, is not the Christian Yelich we've seen for a long time.
I feel for him. I mean, I think health-wise he's not 100%. And you can say, well, no one's 100%, during the season. But if it's the back, he's had chronic back issues.
Right.
If it's the back, I mean, I had an oblique strain, and I felt like I was going to die. I can't imagine. And that was for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't even have oblique muscles. I don't know how I strained them in the first place. But I'm thinking that core, that thing, your back, right. How do you put together monster swings? Because they're hitting them third. They're not expecting them to just punch single to left field.